Hey guys, I'm Chelsea Blacker from SE Optimize. I'm a search manager. We're a digital marketing agency. And today I'm talking to you about sell the sizzle, not the search, tactics for appeasing marketing directors. As we all know, there are a lot of exciting ways for marketing directors to spend their budgets, and SEO is not one of those. We're not as measurable as PPC, we're not as cute as social media, we're certainly not as glamorous as TV. So how do we convince, whether you're in-house or an agency, that SEO is the way that your marketing director of choice should be spending their budgets? First and foremost, the receptionist or secretary is the gatekeeper, and they are your best friend. Ask them what their names are, make sure that you know what they do on the weekends, who their kids are. I've received so much invaluable information from these people. Like if you think maybe you're up against a certain agency, just say, Maggie, has Mike met with agency A yet? Oh, let me check his schedule. I've actually found out who my competitors are by doing that. Next tip is say my name. Absolutely, everyone loves to hear their own name, and the more you repeat it, the more people are interested, and they're absolutely more on the ball to respond to whatever it is you want to discuss with them. Next, and very significantly, if you're in-house and you just want more budget for link building, don't just start complaining about how you need more money. Be sure that you're offering something else up as well. If you're receiving kind of competitor reports or anything like that, say, you know, hey, marketing director Mike, I absolutely really have this great report on our competitor. I really am hoping to share it with you. Let's sit down, and I'd just like to show you some highlights. Another thing, I know this is an American telling British audience, but smile. People can hear it on the phone. They're more likely to want to spend time with you and talk about, you know, their marketing needs if you're smiling and happy around them. So investigate. I think this is the guy from the Pink Panther. Make sure that when we all have our kind of agendas to want to use SEO as a marketing tool, but what are your marketing directors of choice really interested in? Are they looking for, you know, SEO, or are they really staying up at night because they're worried about the exposure of their new tagline? We'll say, you know, we can help you rank for that new tagline in all those TV commercials you're focused on. And the best way to do this is through open questions. So make sure that your questions don't have yes or no answers, because that cuts off the conversation. You want to make sure that your questions are things like, how do you feel SEO performance in the last 3 months have gone? That opens up a lot more insight. And make sure that every question you ask is a simple question. If you're talking about how duplicate content is going to be fixed with canonical tags, make sure that they know what that means. And don't even get to that high of a level. They're not SEOs, we are. And of course, when you're asking questions, be sure to say, did I explain that clearly? Don't say, do you get it? Because then they're going to have to say, no, I don't get it. And they're not going to say that. And always keep everything very positive. Don't use negative words. Don't reflect negatively with a little storm cloud about how Bob spent, you know, some budget last year. Everything should be in a positive tone. And make sure you because you don't want to be doing all of the talking. You want the marketing directors to be saying, oh yes, it's very important that we make sure that the new website, you know, does A, B, and C, and help, you know, work out in your agenda, in your mind, how SEO is going to help do that. And of course, make sure that if you are talking about SEO, and that's what you want to do, what other avenues are available to you for getting in budget to do SEO? Perhaps your marketing director has kids who are on Twitter and love Twitter. Well, then make sure that, you know, you say, well, social and search are working so well together now, and we really want to make sure that, you know, if you have an in-house social media team, they can help, you know, build links and things like that. And of course, marketing directors want to know, what is the impact of what you're doing? This is always most significant, and there are 4 ways that I typically focus on making sure you show the impact of SEO. The most obvious one that was mentioned earlier is revenue. With the money that you're hoping to get from them, if you rank #1 for the term dog insurance, exactly what revenue impact is that going to have on the company? You know, multiply it by conversion rates and, yeah, all that good stuff. All right, my next point is compare SEO to PPC and the kind of exposure you would get through PPC. So if you're bidding for position 1 for dog insurance for a month, how much money would that cost? And then say, you know, for this much money it would cost in PPC. If you give me, you know, 1/10 of that in SEO, I can really get some great results for the term dog insurance. A lot of marketing directors also have to cater to vanity. There's MDs out there typing in their own, brand name or, top terms. I'm sure a lot of us have had the conversation of, we sell dog insurance. Why aren't we #1 for dog insurance? So make sure that, you're always catering to that. Oh, well, you do this, and we can help you rank top for that. And last but certainly not least is organic traffic, especially if they've invested a lot of money in a new site, or they've invested a lot of money with a conversion rate optimization agency, something of that degree. Make sure that all of those different elements are coming together. So you've been listening to your marketing director of choice, talking about, their frets and what they're concerned with and, how they hope to move things forward for the business. So put up your hand and say, as a trusted advisor, now that I've listened to you through multiple conversations, this is how I see us, getting to those goals that you have. And most importantly, you're going to make them look good getting to those goals. At the end of the day, all they really want is to get to those goals and make sure that their board is impressed with them. So show how SEO is going to do that through asking your open questions and reflecting on the value of that through if it's rankings or comparing it to media budget for PPC, whatever that is. Of course, also make sure that you're kind of gambling a bit of a risk as well. So if you're in-house, ask for an overdraft on your Q3 budget in Q2. Say, if I don't get a certain level of ROI on that extra Q3 budget you've given me a bit early, I'm happy to kind of hold back on something else in Q3. And really, that's it in a nutshell. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Chelsea.